Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? We're back once more with another daily live stream and wow. Just wow. Casper, crypto as a whole, but Casper right now looks like it's starting to rally. Of course, it seems to be an element of resistance is reaching right now. If we look at the market very briefly, we can see that this does seem to be a level of resistance that Casper's trying to break above. If we break above it, we can see Casper push towards the 13.5 region after that. But either way, right now, Casper in the past 3 days has been green, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal, but for Casper holders it is, because we only see red for the most part. But right now, Casper's looking very good, up 5.17% on the daily time frame. I'm not looking at Mexi's one, because Mexi's one is definitely being manipulated in my belief. But up 5%, currently valued at 12.89 cents. Should we break above this level of resistance here at 13 cents, that could be a key catalyst and indicator that Casper will start rallying towards the 15 cent and then potentially trying to push towards all-time highs. And truth be told, I think that this month will be the time we see Casper break these sort of boundaries. We will see it, as there will be potentially trillions starting to flood into crypto this month based on developments happening today, right now, and likely to happen throughout the rest of this month as well. I'm talking just general real developments regarding, you know, United States, Congress, legislation, political stuff, but also in regards to Casper developments as well. I am making a video. Well, obviously I'm live streaming right now, but I'll be releasing a video later today talking about the potential of there being a Binance listing this month, which could help Casper go through some significant price rises. So stay tuned for that. I'll come up probably about 2 or 3 hours after the stream goes live, or after the stream finishes even. But right now, I am once more, as always, bullish on Casper. Right now, I'm extremely bullish on Casper and praying that I had more dry powder to buy Casper at these low levels of 11 cents. But who knows? Times will tell. Maybe it comes back down again, which would be lucky for people who want to build up more allocation, or maybe it's finally time for Casper to start making a name for itself, breaking out and going towards the price discovery region. What's up, KJI, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Crypto Gosu, what's up? Great to have you back, my man. DMD or DD, I know you changed your name now, but thank you very much. Hi, quick Crypto Gosu and Casper family. What's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Greg, great to have you back, my man. Devious Me, what's good? And Nadar, the biggest troll I know. Yes, we can't pay 13 cents, but I'm hoping we'll do in the very near future. The Belgians are there. I'm sure there'll be more people coming into the chat as always. I bought more today. Who's with me? I wish I could as well, Mr. Miles. I plan to buy some the moment I get my salary, but unfortunately my employers are just, they're liking to play this little game with me right now. I'm not having fun with it, but you know, I'm at the mercy of them, so I can't do much about it. What's up, Bingo Bango? Up to you, my man. Salary's not here yet. I think Monday. Hopefully Monday will be there for you, my man. You'll get your salary and you get some more Casper should you choose to. All to pay for the like. But yeah, exactly. Mr. Miles and Bingo Bango. Now the two trolls who are saying that I shouldn't be giving people Casper. You need to stop that, because people are going to have false impressions of me. Please. But I appreciate all being here once more. 38 people already. And the stream's been live for about 3 minutes. Nuts. Absolutely insane. So massive shout out to all of you learning more about crypto and Casper. And we've got a lot of big news to cover in the stream. And to you, NDA. Good evening, my man. Welcome back to the stream. So where do we start? Well, I guess first things we start with Casper, as we should always do. Casper, of course, looking decent on the daily time frame. So he's doing quite well, truth be told, up 10%. That's a massive rocket, actually, going towards price discovery once more. I do hold a bit of SU, so I'm happy about that, of course, but it's not my conviction pick. My conviction pick is Casper, and I believe Casper will do very well. We've got some posts here, then, everywhere, other parts of Casper. Some also big news I think is coming very soon. This post from Christian Ludwig here, quite a detailed one, right? But for me, it ultimately talks about the weird coincidence that occurred with Michael Saylor. Of course, Michael Saylor is a massive Bitcoin maxi. Don't forget to switch to live chat. Yes, you know what, actually, Mr. Miles, thank you for reminding me. But actually, weirdly enough, I did it whilst I was loading up the stream, I did it by accident. Normally it's always on top chat, which does mean that some that are potentially spam isn't visible, but I switched to live chat because I just did it by accident. I was like, oh wait, that's a thing. Unless I'm still a noob in YouTube, but yeah, I switched that to now all chats should be available to people, so they shouldn't have a problem with it being removed. I apologize that happened already. Cas Bitcoin, you know what, actually, before I get to this post, it's Cas Bitcoin as well, because again, we love comparing the two, don't we? Cas Bitcoin right now, we can see that Casper is now seemingly about to start, hopefully continue this fashion, start to break above the Bitcoin price movement. The only times, according to CoinEx Exchange, the CoinEx chart here, the only time we've seen Casper go below is near the beginning in 2023 September, or 2023 September, when we saw Casper go below Bitcoin, and then it started moving up, going on an absolutely tear against Bitcoin, this whole cycle here. The cycle where Casper was not moving, the whole of last year when it was moving, Casper was massively outperforming the likes of Bitcoin. Now it's dropped below here, and looks like now it's starting to make a leg up again, and this could potentially be an indicator that Casper is going to start rallying quite significantly against Bitcoin and therefore the rest of the chart. But of course, time will tell. Don't be emotionally logical, and look at what's coming for Casper in this month, what's already happened in last year, and what could come for Casper in the very near future. Crazy world. Hello everyone again. Casper looking good today, 100%. And we love to see it. Of course, Casper may correct further. It depends on the momentum of Bitcoin right now. We'll talk about why Bitcoin's rallying right now, but the belief for me is the fact that Congress today, they're reconvening, which is a very, very big deal. We'll get into that as well. Very big news. But Casper right now is doing very well, and I think it's due for a breakout in due time. We can see here from Christian Ludwig. Michael Saylor posted this. The elusive speculation that everyone has that Michael Saylor actually supports Casper because it's a Bitcoin Apple, but it's in the Casper color wave, which is very, very weird. He posted that exactly 7 hours before Marathon's announcement that they were mining their first proof of work coin, and only other since Bitcoin being Casper. Coincidence, maybe, but sometimes there are no such thing as coincidences. Sometimes they're too convenient for me. That's one thing I've also learned in this space. Follow the money, don't be logical, and also there are sometimes too many coincidences for it just to be mere speculation. It's got to be some element of truth behind it. Now, we should already know Fred Thiel, the CEO of Marathon, as Saylor do often talk. Fred Thiel also has announced to the likes of Forbes and many, many more that they've been mining Casper since September of 2023. And equally, that he spoke to Forbes and said that, while they're still very bullish on Bitcoin, it's still the biggest, mining, they have been holding Casper, and they've been increasing the allocation of Casper a handful of times since their announcement. We can already see that, which I'll show you a little bit later on and go in the quarterly report. And also, I'll announce, because they're going to hopefully be more announcements coming to Marathon very, very soon. But we know Marathon Digital Holdings announces Casper mining operations. They did it very, very recently, and that is a huge, huge deal for Casper. Huge deal for Casper. Now, it's possible that Fred potentially educated Michael Saylor on Casper, and Saylor wanted to give Casper or Marathon a little bit of a nod. 7 hours before, saying, you know what, I've looked a bit at Casper, I think it's okay, do it as well. Again, speculation, but sometimes there are too many coincidences, Continuation. Obviously, the colour of Michael Saylor's apple, as we saw below here, does in fact match the colour wave of Casper, his primary colour. But there may be a deeper symbolism here, specifically to the largest tech companies in the world that are shaped the world as we know it, and that wants a rebel startup. Talking about Apple itself. Apple was a rebel startup. Now one of the biggest companies we know to date. Potentially this was a little hidden leak. Again, this may be a bit too much digging into it, but maybe it was a hidden leak of suggesting that Casper, like Apple was for technology back in the day, in terms of being a rebel startup that really just changed the whole world, Casper could be that for crypto and for the financial technology space. 3 references here to Apple computers. I'm gonna leave this whole post to my community, so you go check it out for yourself. But you've got these sort of stuff here. When Ron Janoff designed the logo for Steve Jobs, he first sketched an elaborate pen and ink drawing of Sir Isaac Newton sitting under an apple tree. Obviously, this first reference Newton's discovery of gravity, which references Apple's innovative character. So Saylor could be passing on this deception to Casper in the marketplace currently, who is innovative as Apple, but is not as widely accepted just yet, but it could get there. And also therefore potentially hinting the gravity of Casper as a technology and how big it could be. There's a lot of potentially hidden gems you could find and hidden meanings you can find in, one very, very simple small image. An apple with the Bitcoin logo, of course, but in the Casper color waves. It's a very weird coincidence for me. Now, that's not me saying, yes, Casper, Michael Saylor, Michael Saylor likes Casper, he's holding Casper. I can't say that for sure, I don't know. Not financial advisor, of course, but Michael Saylor doesn't do stuff on a whim. He's the face of Bitcoin. He also, being the face of Bitcoin, can't just openly say, yes, I like Casper now, because that would ruin his brand. It could ruin his company. He's become an established Bitcoin company. MicroStrategy, Baxi, Bitcoin Maxi. So this for me is a speculation that happened a while back, and I do like the theory of it, right? I do like the theory of it, and again, the colorways work, the theory behind the Apple as well, you know, being such a huge company that was a rebel at the beginning. For me, I like the speculation behind that, and we know that Marathon are bullish on Casper. Recently, publicly traded Marathon CEO Fred Thiel says they're going to continue adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet this year, 2025. We'll see more and more and more coming, I'm sure. I'll link this video once more in my community. We know Marathon will also continue to add more Bitcoin to their balance sheet. They also announced they've been increasing the allocation of Casper a number of times, and they'll do probably the same as well. And besides as well, keep in mind, Bitcoin, Marathon, besides Bitcoin, Marathon only mines Casper, and BlackRock, the $11.5 trillion asset under management, the biggest institution in the world, already holds a considerable, the largest percentage of stake in Marathon. I bet what you need to understand, right? So I have read a few times in the past, but what you need to understand is that with these institutions, how these corporations tend to work. The likes of Marathon in this case, therefore, they've got to make sure they keep their shareholders happy. They've got to do what's in the best interest of BlackRock, their largest shareholder, and other ones who are big shareholders as well, but mainly BlackRock. They can't really therefore make any decisions without their nod, without their say-so, without their go-ahead. So when you had the likes of Wolf Web3 and his friend of his and Wolfie approach Marathon to educate them about Casper, when they approached them, they would have heard about it, thought, okay, you know, we like the idea, but we see the vision. Well, that's on Polinsky and Michael Saylor and Shai and everybody else seemed to have about Casper. They would have approached their shareholders and then asked them, can we, you know, diversify? Which is a big step considering they're only Bitcoin mining company. That's a very big move to make. They didn't do it with Litecoin, didn't do it with Dogecoin, didn't do it with Ethereum. That's a very big deal. But he did it with Casper. And that would have been what BlackRock effectively would have said the yes so. They would have given the go-ahead, the nod. Now, we will find out more. Of course, we do have the quarterly report proving this much. Once more, I've showed this in the past, information once more, it's in my Discord server already. Go into the quarterly report, Control F or Command F, depending what, you know, program you're on, Apple or Windows, and just type in Casper. And you can just go down to the third one I had to do, and you can see the contents, table of contents, showcasing the amount of Casper and Bitcoin being held, right? September 3rd of 2023 is NA because they started mining back then, but they didn't disclose it. So they didn't disclose. They don't have to. They announced it in June that they were mining Casper. That's why you see the first amount of Casper quantity being at 88.9 million Casper they held. And then it increased the next quarter to 107.8 million. The next quarterly update, according to Zax here, is the 26th of February. So potentially, therefore, we will see in the next quarterly report, the next update here, we'll see this be updated, more Bitcoin, significantly more Bitcoin being added, of course, but equally more Casper. And if there's more Casper, I'll be honest, there's nothing anyone can tell me that Marathon are going to sell Casper for Bitcoin. Yes, it's possible, but seemingly they're more and more bullish on Bitcoin, of course, but Casper as a whole as well. They're increasing their allocation. I think this is going to be a very, very big deal. This quarter for Casper could be absolutely groundbreaking. 10 BPS, right? More developments and understanding about smart contracts, I'm sure, as well. I believe we'll get a Binance listing. Potentially it's OKX following as well. We'll also get much more in regards to KRC20 projects as well, I believe. And Marathon could disclose they're actually holding even more Casper. They don't actually talk about Casper because they're still a Bitcoin mining company predominantly. But that could be a very, very big deal as well. What was once a long-term vision for Bitcoin is now here with Casper. Bitcoin wanted to have several orders of magnitude increase in transaction volume, transaction confirmations happening in 1 second or less, and to be highly secure. They were rigid. They were unwilling to have hard forks. And that's why they couldn't evolve to be as they intended to be. But Casper's here with already fast confirmation times, 1 BPS, and being purely decentralized. Proof of work, and with 10 BPS will be that much more superior into the proof of work and also competing with other proof of stake projects in this space. Absolutely groundbreaking stuff coming for Casper. And this quarter for me is going to be extremely, extremely volatile. Once more, Christian Ludwig here puts Casper is the most decentralized network in all of crypto, and here is why. Nakamoto's coefficient measures the amount of control that a single actor or a small number of actors can have over the blockchain. The network has a larger Nakamoto coefficient, it's more decentralized therefore. You can see here, looking at all these projects right now, the scores, in terms of decentralization, Bitcoin's quite far down. Why? Because you've got MicroStrategy and BlackRock and many more that are now through ETFs holding considerably more Bitcoin. DOT's actually number 2, but Casper is by far and away the most decentralized. Again, links will be in my community. You can see here though, the decentralization of Casper is unrivaled. You can see once more, if you look at the holding right now for Casper, the top 1,000 addresses is 57%. Top 10 is only 17. Bitcoin, I believe, is at 23-24%. And of course, it will fluctuate time and then. If Casper gets ETFs, you'll probably see it become less and less because, again, institutions start buying more and more. We'll get into the significance of that as well. But right now, Casper is truly decentralized. The most decentralized by a landslide. And that just means we have a better chance right now of being more secure in our investments. Because, again, decentralization is one of the key factors to, bring a level of comfort that the project is secure and safe. What Casper has coming through it is very, very big. I mentioned yesterday in my stream that Raul, the developer of Kango, he made the post or retweeted or reposted in the Telegram about Binance gearing up to list Casper before the 10th of February. I'm making a video on that later today. You'll hear my thoughts on that in more detail, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I see it as a possibility. I'm not, saying it's going to happen, but I see it's a possibility, and I also think it's also possible you can see it in January based on other significant developments with regulations happening in January as well. But Kango's developer Raul also mentioned that within the next 2 weeks, something massive, very big updates were coming for Kango. Huge updates. Right now, Kango's down to 14.6 million market cap. It's quite down. Volume's still high. Holders now surpassed 5k, which is bullish. But ultimately, Kango seems to be on a bit of a downtrend. Now, I'm not going to show it on stream, so it's a bit of a trust me, bro. But again, the Telegram is easy to get access to, and I'll retweet it in my community. But I don't want to show it on stream just in case, because I'm not sure if there's any liable actions for it. So it's in their announcements, so I'm sure it'd be fine, but just for safekeep. Ultimately, Kango's developer Raul announced that they are sending 10 billion Kango to Wintermute. Wintermute is their platform, their leverage capital. Again, cheeking into crypto, my man, he knows a lot more in regard to what it is than I do. What I do know though, Wintermute is what Kango, they're sending tokens to Wintermute in order for Kango to get onto a top exchange. Speculation says Gate, but it could be a top tier one as well. Point being is, the major announcement that Raul seems to be speculating about coming within 2 weeks could very well be the long-awaited major exchange for Kango, which would definitely do some significant volume and movement in the price for Kango. Kango right now is down. I'm not saying buy Kango. Do your own research, trade your discretion, go check out the Telegram. Or equally, you can go check out the screenshots that I'll put in my KLC20 channel in my community later on tonight. But definitely go check out the Telegram and do your own research. But this could be a very, very big deal for Kango should it come to fruition. And they're doing some major stuff right now, which is ultimately why they're still number 2 in the KLC20 projects right now. Normally compete with Nacho. It's fallen off a little bit, but I'm sure it'll make a comeback. The reason why Nacho's rallying though right now is because they just got a new listing on Exec. Huge news. Nacho has even more listing now, which is a very, very big deal. Hence why Nacho is currently rallying up 28%, $24.1 million market cap, and the volume started to rise back from 200,000 to now 737,000. And the holders again have spiked from 17k to 17,500. So that's big for Kango as well. The big things ultimately are still coming for Casper. Why I'm so bullish. Again, this is one post that I think is crucial to understand. Michael Saylor made a post, 2 days ago, and I want to talk about it. The fact that he mentioned that on January 2024, so this time last year, right before the relaunch of testnet 11 with 10 blocks per second, the level of diligence, accurate engineering, and fine-tuning of DAG dynamics required to get it right was tremendous. not a single shutdown of testnet 11 has happened since. So, by that logic, of course we might see things change with the actual fully launch of it, with more, volume and more utilization of the testnet 11, but so far with testnet 11 there's been no problem. So therefore, there's a real possibility that with the release of 10bps onto the mainnet, that we may see no issues, and that is so important. There's nothing more attractive and appealing to developers, investors, both retail and institutional, than a very, very quick, very scalable, very cheap platform that also is very secure and doesn't crash. That is huge, huge news. And once more, per Casper ahead of many other projects right now that have issues. Solana always crashes. Always crashes. Ethereum's not so good either. Expensive fees. All of these projects have their shortcomings. And even Casper, it's had its ups and downs, mainly price action wise, but development wise, Casper, where they've had their issues, the only issue that I can really recall on top of my head is their first launch of KRC20 was, despite how terrible it was actually a huge success. The first launch of KRC20 got, I think, 1.6 million transactions in a few hours. Casper's main competitor in terms of proof of work right now, at the time especially, was Litecoin. Litecoin's all-time high since its founding had been 1.5 million transactions in a day. Casper did 1.6 in a few hours with a poor launch of KRC20. There were many bugs, many issues. What do? They spent their time, due diligence. The main developers, like Michael Sutton, and I'm sure some Polisky as well, jumped on board. 3 months later, relaunched KRC20. It went to 16, if not even surpassed 16 million transactions in that one day. Insane stuff. And this is what Casper's about. Making a really, really good product. That's why I don't get worried about price action for Casper. Because they are doing their due diligence, they're doing their research, they're building something really revolutionary which people recognise. Hence why Zodiac Custody is part of Casper, why Marathon are mining Casper. Why KRI's approach Casper as well. They're building something really revolutionary. And in due time, this will correlate to price factor. Mind you, just 5. Again, I mentioned in the video, 5 things happened last year. Last year, you had the relaunch. Last year, you had the relaunch of KRC20. Very big. Marathon announced Casper. Very big. You had the soft fork of Rusty Casper, which is now becoming a hard fork this year. But you had the launch of Rusty Casper last year. Again, huge news. You also had the first tier 1 list for Casper being Kraken Exchange. While not doing a lot, it was happened last year and it was still big. And there was one more thing that I mentioned in my recording of the video I'm going to release later. That was also a revolution that happened to Casper last year. Oh yeah, the founding of the KII happened in, I believe it was, I want to say it was July-ish, August time, I think. I have it in my community, so I'll be able to find the actual founding of it. But it wasn't that long ago. Casper done a lot last year, and for me, they laid the foundation for what's going to happen for Casper this year, which I want to believe, not financial advice, is going to be a lot of volatile price movement. Casper's trying to break above this range right now, and I hope and I believe, if not today, it will very soon, because right now Bitcoin's rallying, and I think if we get favourable real developments, if FOMO keeps going, Casper will start outperforming the rest of this market. It had a very bad 2024, technically speaking, although it did make an all-time high. Ended off quite bad. But for me, it still ended positive. Did it? Actually, no. I think it ended negative or neutral. Well, yeah, in that case, then had quite a tough 2024. But for me, a year of suppression for a very volatile bull market when you will see trillions flood into crypto will be absolutely game-changing. I want to also, before I cover the trillions about crypto and more opportunities to happen in the space, want to cover this post. Shout out Bingo Bango and DMD, or formerly DD, for linking to me sources to understand and also to educate everyone here about the FUD that was happening with Tangem. Tangem is my favorite cold storage hardware wallet provider, and I think it's always worth having access, not your keys, not your crypto, right? Don't trust exchanges, because we've seen it already. Recent dilemma with XT Exchange, with Casper Ghost now leaving them, understandably as well. there's a lot. It could always be issues with exchanges. They could hold your asset. They can freeze your assets. They could just take it from you. This is your own wallet, your own crypto that you hold off. With Tangent, with Ledger, with OneKey, you choose your provider. But I love Tangent. Now, there was a recent issue with Tangent. A lot of concerns about a bug, right? Not the best thing to hear, of course. Effectively, the TLDR is there is no issue, and the bug got resolved very, very quickly. So there's no concern anymore. But, and more importantly as well, no one lost any money. So the bug was resolved very quickly, and no one lost money. So there's no issue with it. So the FUD has been and done. But for those who wanted to be a bit, maybe what's some information about it, right? Effectively, a very, 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 very small percentage of Tangent holders or users even, they effectively set up their Tangent card with a seed phase option, and then they immediately got in contact and sent out a tech support request to Tangent. What this therefore resulted in is they exposed them as their seed phase was therefore being included into the logs that was sent to Tangent support. However, if you had set up or had already set up your Tangent card with a seed phrase, but you did not contact tech support, you were perfectly fine. Equally, if you set up a Tangent card the default way, without a seed phrase, you're also perfectly fine. So, again, there's a very small percentage of people actually got affected. Very small percentage. Tangent has also now announced, after fixing this bug, that they will contact those who were affected by it. But of course, if you are worried that you may have been affected, simply get a new card and move your crypto. It's not the crypto that has got a problem with it. It's just simply the Tangent card that you're using. But all in all, that's the FUD being there. Again, I will link this in my community. Casper made a video, I made a post about this. And equally, Crypto Dad, as DMD linked to me, made a very detailed video about it as well, which was, very insightful. Again, thank you very much, both of you two, for linking this to me, because it helps me, disclose to the community, inform the community about what's happening in this space. But ultimately, if you use Tangent, the FUD, don't worry about it. It has been resolved, and everything that's good to use Tangent is still, probably in my belief, the strongest and most safe regarding cold storage wallet to have. Now, Casper is in very close connection to Tangent as well. That is very, very big. Tangent also are going to be going to be hopefully releasing their Tangent Pay, their Visa partnership, happening this quarter as well. So again, more things happening this quarter, which is very, very big news. And this quarter, this month, and this year will be huge, absolutely huge. Solana recently surpassed a 1 billion market cap for crypto. Huge news for Solana. Big up for them. That also very well help out the meme, which I will get to a little bit more, of course, in a moment. Solana reaching all-time highs will help the Solana meme section as well. But equally, today is a huge, huge day. Huge, huge day. And I'll get to the questions. I'm sorry in a moment. I've been ignoring questions. I apologize, but I want to get this out real quickly. So first off, bullish news. FTX will repay $16 billion to creditors starting today. They'll happen over the next 2 months or so, but there's a good potential, therefore, that a decent chunk of that will flow back into the crypto market, which is very bullish. But more importantly, today, right now as we're speaking, Democrats, Republicans, and Donald Trump are going to be meeting, working together, reconvening in the aim to pass crypto legislations early 2025. Right now, the biggest demand drivers, institutions of crypto, they're still on here, they're still not buying yet. Despite how volatile crypto is, the fact that Bitcoin's near 100k and has surpassed that already, various wirehouses, banks, wealth managers, platforms like Morgan Stanley, Merrill Lynch, UBS, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and still probably many, many more, they are still not in crypto. As we can see, they're still not here. Still not here. What does that mean? It means we have more time. It means that we can still see the market go a hell of a lot higher. We're still in a cool-off period. 100k Bitcoin is bearish for me. 220k Bitcoin, I think, still very bearish. I'm not going to say how high we can go. It's really hard to just ascertain how high, because again, these are people who have trillions and trillions of dollars of asset under management. I don't know how much money they're going to flood into space. I don't know what they want to do with it. But these people who are going to end up coming to crypto very, very soon to try and make profit. So we can see, therefore, potentially, we will see trillions flow into crypto. Right now, crypto total market cap is at 3.51 trillion. I believe, bare minimum, we'll see 6 trillion this cycle. And I still hope we can see higher. Maybe 8, maybe even 10. Who knows? That could be a bit excessive, but we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. I'll be doing my analysis daily and frequently enough to make my trading strategies. I'll be talking about them a lot more in my community, in particular, of course, with the executive channel as well. But we still got a lot more room to grow for Bitcoin and crypto, and these wealth managers have trillions that are going to flood into this space. Institutions are closely watching the digital asset market infrastructure bill, or FIT21 bill, and the stablecoin bill, both of which are expected to pass shortly after today, the day that Congress is reconvening. And right now, remember, majority of these politicians in America are now pro-crypto. They're pro-crypto, so therefore, these bills are almost certain, not guaranteed, but almost certain to pass with little opposition. So potentially you'll see some discussions happening today. I'm sure if you look it up, I'm going to do my research off stream because I don't want to do it while I'm doing this. I'm on a roll right now, but I'm sure you'll be seeing, if you look through, Congress reconvening today, you'll see a lot of news about it, what's happening, what's being decided, who's being voted. I think right now, if I remember, because I did look up a little bit. Okay, well, I said I was going to look it up, and now I'm looking it up. Congress reconvening. Right now, Mike Johnson, I think, is being determined whether he's going to be re-elected or not. Actually, tell a lie. No, Republican Mike Johnson of Louisiana has won re-election as the Speaker of the House on Friday. So, that's huge. But that's huge, so that could be a very big deal, therefore, because he is, close with Trump, and he's also very pro-crypto. So that could therefore lead to decisions about crypto being fast-tracked, and they're seeing that the stars have now aligned for crypto clarity to happen in America very, very soon. Very, very soon. And what will that mean? Well, again, think about it this way. Trump's coming into office inaugurated on the 20th of January, which is what? 17 days away from now. A little over 2 weeks, not far off at all. Very, very soon. Casper have also been nominated by the INATBA as the most exciting DeFi solution of 2025. Their job is to give projects like Casper a global forum to get in contact with policymakers and regulators. These sort of people. A global forum as well, so not just in America, a global forum. And they are making their announcement of their winners at their award gala in Brussels on the 29th of January this month again. That's why I think this month could be huge for Casper, should they win. And maybe I'm maxing, I'm a bit biased, I'm sure, but I think there's a good possibility they can win this. Casper is, with my belief, the most innovative DeFi project in this space. Truly decentralized. Not the other decentralized people saying. It's truly decentralized. No pre-allocation to developers, no pre-mining, no ICOs. No CEOs either. It's just a founder and founders who are just working and developing, building and making a really big difference for the project. Now, institutions are going to come into this space, and what you've got to understand as well is the implications they may have. I'll talk about this actually in a little bit because it's understanding that you may need to have. But ultimately, very big things are coming right now. Gary Gensler as well will be leaving or resigning even the same day that Trump gets into office. And as we will see, Brad Garlinghouse puts it here, after Gensler leaves, all boats will rise. So therefore, and I believe it's true because again, it's the whole FOMO thing. People know Gary Gensler leaving will mean a new SEC, therefore potentially more bullish momentum for crypto. And therefore, you may see a lot of volatility for crypto, a lot of price pushing up. Again, it could be the buy the rumor, sell the news type event. Don't be emotionally logical, do your own research. But there is a possibility you could see crypto really, really rally after the 20th when Trump gets into office, pro-crypto, and also Gary Gensler, anti-crypto, leaving. There's a lot coming to this space. Trillions are about to flood with institutions that are on the sidelines waiting to come in. And once more Solana surpassing all-time highs will happen. As anything, similarly with Casper as well, when Casper reaches all-time highs, you'll see the memes underneath it start to do much better. New money will be coming in. And when Casper has its little cool-off period, typically what you'll see is money from Casper cycle out into the memes. Similarly with Solana, when Solana is now reaching all-time highs or reaching 100 billion market cap, doing very, very well, you'll see that it will start to in the all-time highs, but you go back again, you'll see the money eventually start to sucker back into the Solana memes. So again, with the market going higher and higher, there's going to be even more money-making opportunities, which is one of the main things. In fact, it's not it is the main thing that we talk about in the executive channel right here. We're going to be doing some updates very, very soon. Probably I'll announce it tomorrow in regards to this, to give people a bit more of access to it, to see what it's about, because I'm sure some people are a bit skeptical about it, as people do have a bit of a fear with WOPs. I am fully aware of that. But in the WOP, we are offering a lot more. We'll be doing weekly live streams, so we get a bit more people in there. We do have real-time buy and sell alerts, and we have already put in multiple picks, mainly from the Solana chain. We have made multiple picks. Here is Zero. Right now, Zero, I mentioned it yesterday, it released yesterday, and it has come down quite significantly right now. But I also mentioned yesterday that what I said is you announced it at 3.5 mil. It made a almost 3x, or 2.5x here. I said take out your initials as one of the risk management strategies you can utilize, and then just let it sit. And as soon as it came down to this value again, you could take it out. But either way, you would have made profit or at least not lost anything. Zero was a very quick pick that made a lot of money very quickly, and in 4 hours as well. Then you have the likes of Zeno, one that I announced on the 9th of December, so almost 3 weeks ago now, or even 2 weeks ago now. I announced that at the value here of 5 million, give or take. So I announced it all the way back here. And then it came down quite significantly, but I held on to it, and then it jumped up to $2.22 million market cap, so a 3.5x. And even now, it's still doing quite well. It may come up, it may not. Again, time will tell. But Zeno is one that I have also mentioned in the page, in the WOP page. And then the biggest gainer we have so far is Exo Cortex. Shout out to C Crypto for this gem of a pick. Made a 25x. 2 days after he announced it, made a 25x. Absolutely nuts. And that is just some of the many money-making opportunities that we're providing in the Patreon, in the WOP page. Links to join the Discord server, the free Discord server, is on my YouTube homepage right here in the description, but also now will be in the chat. And equally, the links to check out the WOP page should you want to understand a hell of a lot more and learn how to actually make money, whether it be through trade, through risk management, through everything else that we are offering as showcased here. Hidden gems access as well, which the hidden gems I've already disclosed in there have got a lot of potential, and some of them have done very, very well already. One in particular has soared quite a lot, and I think it's going a lot higher in the cycle. Then by all means go check it out. Link will be in the description, chat, and also in my homepage. But with Solana making all-time highs, with crypto, with trillions about to surge in this market, I'm telling you now, the money making opportunities are going to be even more parabolic. There's going to be more money coming in, and while I'm going to keep filling my bags on Casper, all the gains I make, I'll build up more Casper because I love this project, and I think it's going to have the biggest gains to make in this cycle. Even from this position right now, from 2025, I'm probably one of the biggest gainers of 2025, I like to believe. And then, of course, holding it long term as well for cycles to come. For me, it's the safe, again, quote unquote, my belief, not financial advice, is the safest and highest return pick. But I have been learning for years and now actually trying to, provide alternative means for people to make money through other means in crypto, not just holding one good project, but through some diversification, putting some small allocation in other projects, some trading, whether through leverage trading, through meme trading, and then use that extra capital to then put it back into your investment picks to build up your capital more and more to end up, making more profit. Again, talk about that a lot more in the community. Check it out, link description, and all that sort of stuff. And that for me, time right now. Today seems to be a very, very bullish day right now with Mike Johnson winning his re-election to be the Speaker of the House. That is for me quite a big deal. That also might lead to more bullish momentum for crypto as well, with him being very pro-Trump and him working close to Trump. You might see Bitcoin try and test 100k. That'd be huge. And the money therefore coming to Casper and other crypto projects and the memes as well will be even bigger. The money making opportunities here. That's why I made the free community to bring the free Discord server to bring a community of people together to ultimately learn more about crypto and Casper. And then I made the WOP page as a way for people to actually learn how to make money on the go, to end up increasing that allocation of projects they have more conviction in. But yeah, again, links below, links in the chat, go check it out if you choose to. Now, in regards to institutions, I want to cover this point here from Smoke, which is very, very important. Because while the institutions are talking about all this coming to Casper and whatnot, all this coming, to crypto and whatnot, again, Brad Garlinghouse being such people saying the boats will rise against the leaving. You've got to understand once more about building your own strategies, you know. Institutions want to keep us out. They probably do. You might very well see, with regulatory clarity coming through, you see the market crash. Because the institutions want to flood everybody out, getting really, really cheap. Because, again, they've missed out on 30k Bitcoin. Or like BlackRock got on 40k Bitcoin. JP Morgan missed out on that. So you might very well see, when JP Morgan and Merrill Lynch, everyone's come in, they might just send Bitcoin down to 60k. Again, not financial advice, speculative. But it's a possibility of such. They don't want you to make money. They want to make money. So again, do your own research at your discretion. So they might want to keep you out. They definitely do. They're probably trying to mislead you as well. A lot of institutions are saying 350k Bitcoin this cycle. Bitcoin, I think, will rise, but 350k Bitcoin is nuts. To put in perspective right now, Bitcoin, currently at almost 2 trillion market cap at 100k. That means you'll be seeing a 7 trillion market cap Bitcoin. That's double the total market cap right now in Bitcoin alone. Does that sound reasonable to you? Again, I don't have trillions of dollars under management, so it is possible, but does it sound reasonable to expect Bitcoin by the end of the cycle to be worth double what total market cap is right now? And this will therefore be valued at around 13, 14 mil as well. I'm not saying 350k Bitcoin won't happen. I'm very skeptical it won't. But they will be trying to shake you out. They'll be trying to mislead you. They are the ones rigging the game. What's the solution? You're not going to just roll over and do nothing about it. You're going to grind, dig your heels in, and learn more. Hence why I've got the free Discord server, and hence why I also have the Patreon now, the What page, to help you actually learn how to make more money, to avoid or help avoid, getting taken advantage of. That's also why I made it, because a lot of people in this space have been taken advantage of by other creators, not naming names. People know, they have their own experiences of who has been taking advantage of people. But I made it so I wanted to give another means of, service to people while also not taking advantage of you, trying to still remain as trustful as I can be. Well, not as I can be, I remain fully trustful of everyone. You don't roll over, you don't lose. The truth is, stop complaining about what could potentially happen. Don't doubt, don't hesitate, just get involved, lock in, right? They are releasing institutional documents time and time again, which certain people, which I am retweeting and also posting myself, and also have the information mainly in the What page, but information about this sort of really insightful institutional documents that are talking about what's coming to crypto, the Great Reset, the belief that they want to flood in, they want to utilize blockchain as this sort of the new financial world, so to speak. So whether the game is rigged or not, which it most likely is, all you got to do is roll with the punches and follow the money. Right? That's all you can do with the space. And that's why I still, and will sing it to the moon, love Casper. Because Casper right now, and it's not going to last today for long, I'm sure, hasn't got this institutional influence. It's got rubbish influence on exchanges like MEXC. If you look at Casper's chart right now, it's currently got $109 million 24-hour trading volume, $3.3 billion market cap, and you can see once more MEXC is dominating with 30 million 24-hour trading volume. When Binance comes in, it will flip to Binance, I'm very sure of that. Binance may be the one manipulating it after that as well. But right now, Casper's being manipulated by exchanges, but it's not institutions. The institutions right now are manipulating Bitcoin, and therefore crypto as a whole, I guess. But Casper right now is innovative technology, truly ahead of its time, or at least now it's with the time, everything else is behind in the Stone Ages, and it's going to generate more and more adoption, with 10 BPS coming out in this quarter. Very, very soon. The smart contracts coming out in summer, so end of Q2, maybe more so Q3 2025. You'll see ETFs, I like to believe, as well. Again, time will tell. You'll see more regulations coming through. Again, Casper may win their regulatory, or may win the award for INTBA, therefore getting in contact with global forum with regulated policymakers. You'll see many more top tier exchanges come to Casper as well. You'll see the KRI with their Warp Core, their Gigawatt, their Asset Mint, their Holochain, and many, many more of their projects that they've been talking about with their institutional clients. They'll be launching the smart contracts this year. Whether the cycle's ended or not, again, time will tell, but they'll be launching this year. At least they seem to suspect that many will be launched as soon as smart contracts are coming out. All they're waiting for smart contracts. Casper hasn't got the adoption yet, but when it does, it will go parabolic, and then It's a whole different story. But for me, Casper is undervalued. My prediction for Casper is still strong at $2. $1, everyone seems to say right now, and I agree. I think $1 is definitely possible. And $2 seems a little bit more out of reach right now, but I still think a $50 billion market cap for Casper is not out of reach. Anything more than that is still possible. Beforehand, I was saying $5 Casper is definitely possible. I still think it's possible, but I think it's a little more unlikely now, because again, that's a $100 billion market cap for Casper. And again, how much money comes to the space, I can't truly tell. But it does sound a bit excessive from this point. But I do think $2 is possible. I think $1, of course, is possible. Even $5 I think is possible, maybe a bit more unlikely. Anything post 7 for me, post $7, which is a $175 billion market cap, I think that is too excessive. Anything above $7 Casper, I think is too much. Again, it could happen, not financial advice. If it happens, fantastic. I'll be leaving part of my allocation in Casper anyways for the correction when it happens. So if it does go to $10, I'll make even bigger gains. So I'm not complaining. I'll be taking out my take profit zones, and I'll also be taking most of it out at my so-called take profit, like top, if you will, where I think the market's got a bit overheated, the Casper will come down. But I'll leave some of it in there, in the chance of it being a moon bag going a bit higher, and also to keep holding Casper. And then I'll go back in DC and back into it at the dips. So it goes higher, fantastic, but I'm holding my belief right now on $2 Casper as being my main price target. I still think it's quite conservative, but it's my main price target right now, because I'm in the current, even though I do this sort of trading things, I like to remain on the side of caution. When I trade, I aim for the 2 to 3x's as a way to keep without allocation, and then I'll take most of it out, or half of it out, my initials out, and let it just be the moon bag. And if it goes higher, fantastic. If it doesn't, okay, I didn't lose anything. But yes, Cas Bitcoin right now is looking very, very good. We can see right now actually Casper's actually up 6% right now. It's touching the 13-cent zone. So hopefully by the time the stream ends, we can see Casper actually break out, and that would be really, really bullish. We can see Casper right now is breaking above the Bitcoin zone, just above it. So we can see now Casper is currently up about, I want to say 0.5% or 1.2%. Wow. Going up more and more. And yeah, today I bought 35 Casper. Big up to my man. Love to hear it. Is Casper being talked about over there in the UK? I can't say for sure. I'm doing my job. Or I say my job. I'm doing as I can to bring the name of Casper out there to the public, and equally to my friends in the UK. I'm talking about them about Casper being a good investment. Some of them have got into it. A lot of them haven't still, because, well, they're lost, right? They haven't done their research into Casper, and I think they're missing out, because I think Casper's going to have a very, very big rally coming very soon. And hopefully this will be the time we see a breakout. Of course, we've got to see it break above quite cleanly. I'd say probably about 13.3 cents is the clean break above here. I think this is the zone that we have to break above for it to be a clean break. We break above this zone, then I think we'll see it push towards the 14 to 15 cent zone. What's up, Stephen King? Remember about the stream? Apple Casper, yeah. Michael Saylor, potentially very bullish on Casper. Again, it's a theory, it's speculative, but I do like the ideal of it. That Saylor post is intriguing. Why didn't he use Bitcoin's orange if he wasn't trying to post a hidden message? Take a bite. Could be him saying he's dabbling in Casper. Again, that's what I mean. The speculation is there, and I do like it. I like the idea of it. I'm not saying it's confirmation, of course, but I like the idea of it. If Saylor starts talking about Casper, we're oh yeah, 100%, 100%. If you get these, Wall Street massive, investor boys talking about Casper, imagine Live Think endorsing and shitting Casper the way he'd be doing it for Bitcoin. Casper's price will go so parabolic. Of course, that's be the time you have to maybe be very, very careful if institutions start to talk about Casper when it's so undervalued. Right now, institutions can very, very easily just take all of Casper, Like Casper's only got 25.4 billion supply. Obviously, max supply of 28.7. And institutions have trillions of dollars. So if institutions start talking about Casper's going to have to Casper's going to have to surge much higher in value. Because otherwise, then BlackRock alone could buy all of it for, basically a penny's worth. They don't have to spend anything to get all of Casper. So obviously Casper rise a lot higher. So that's why I think Casper could also rise higher, because institutional adoption will have to make it rise higher. If it's going to be utilised as a form of payment, it has to be higher in value. But I'm not saying it will soar to, $20,000 type thing. But it'll have to soar up higher and higher. Of course, the markup will be an important part of that as well. but it'll take a while. I mean, I still think $2 is cycle. I think cycles to come, you can see it reach, 3 figures, 4 figures. Casper is king 100%. Taught some family friends the difference between chains, decentralized and centralized was the most important point. They were taking notes the whole time and brought Casper at the end using Kraken. Man, Stephen King, you are a legend. You are a legend, educating the peoples of the importance of just, well, again, knowledge is power. I do truly believe that it pays knowledgeable. Knowledge is power. If you can educate people and people understand it, or at least they're intrigued to learn it, fantastic. And the fact they brought Casper after that is also a testament to, what you taught them. So big up to my man and big up to them as well. Q1 is going to be huge, guys. You wait until Binance says Casper. In February, Coinbase won't be far behind. I think Binance will list Casper this quarter, hopefully this month, if not February, I'm sure. I think you'll see OKX follow quite soon afterwards. Coinbase, I'm not holding my breath for. I think you'll get it this cycle, but typically speaking, Coinbase tend to, historically speaking, Coinbase lists at the end of the cycle, so it always lists late. They don't really care, I guess. I think you'll get Coinbase coming this cycle for Casper, but it'll probably be a bit late. Then the good news about the trilemma solver, 100% my man. Love to hear it. You're already rich if you have 100k Casper. If not, it's a good start for the future. Everyone has financial possibilities, but fill your bags. Yeah. Honestly, that. I don't have 100k Casper. God, I wish I did. Some people have that much, some people don't. But again, that's why I've been trading more and more. Not doing anything crazy, but putting in small allocation bit by bit. And also why I'm also, got this here. I built up quite a significant allocation in this cycle with my holdings. And I've been able to put more and more into Casper. So I'm building up, trying to get closer and closer to that 100k goal. If not even surpassing it, hopefully, in this cycle. It does depend on the sort of gains that I can make in the cycle, and with what's happening in the space with AI agents, with trillions potentially about to come to this cycle, there are going to be so many opportunities, so many volatile pumps that I'll be disclosing a lot more in the what page. So again, if you want to go check it out, link in the description, the chat, and also on my YouTube homepage. But there's a lot coming to the space. So yes, effectively speaking, there's a reason why this cycle is being labelled as the Great Wealth Transfer, because of this sort of opportunity happening right now. Bitcoin is just a value holder now. It can't get any better or evolve. Bitcoin is a store of value. It can go up in price, but it won't really do anything significant anymore. It'll be more likely a reserve, like gold is. So I won't buy Casper. He's comfy with Bitcoin, with his investor money. I do agree that Mark said is comfy with Bitcoin. I do agree with that. I'm not discrediting the opportunity or possibility that he may be looking into Casper. Or, again, Marathon are looking into Casper. So Marathon, therefore, technically speaking, BlackRock are looking into Casper. Why wouldn't Michael Saylor do so as well? He's not an idiot. He's very educational, actually. He knows quite a lot about Bitcoin. So therefore, by that knowledge, he should understand quite a bit about Casper as well. To an extent, of course, Casper is innovative. I'm not saying yes, he holds Casper. He definitely holds Bitcoin, a lot of it. He's very bullish in it, but there's maybe a possibility he may diversify soon, if not already. Especially if Casper starts gaining more adoption, which with the technology, with what's coming out for Casper, you're going to see a lot of adoption coming sooner. I do believe that. Of course, not financial advice. Selling Satoshi as a religious figure. That's why I don't think you have a pick off Casper. I do agree with that as well. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's not guaranteed, but it's a possibility. But the way he sees Satoshi as a religious figure, maybe he sees some Polinsky as something like that as well. Of course, some Polinsky's got a face, and Satoshi Nakamoto doesn't have one. But you never know, right? Again, that for me is interesting. It's a nice little bit of a, speculation. It's not, by any means intriguing like confirmation news, right? This news is confirmation. Marathon only mines Casper, and BlackRock already holds a considerable percentage of the stake in Marathon. That's big news. Marathon holding Casper and increasing the allocation time, that's big news. That's confirmation. That's fact. The speculation. I like the speculation from time to time, but I like the facts more so. And this here is fact. And this fact here is that while they're also adding more Bitcoin to their balance sheet, they're also adding Casper, more of that to their balance sheet as well. And you'll see a lot more coming as well with Casper based on what they are building in this space. More adoption, 10 BPS, smart contracts, Dagnite in 2026 most likely, if not even earlier. Again, who knows? The Chaos Community also doing better as well. That'll be a big factor because smart contracts, when they come out, will turn tokens like Nacho, like Kango, KRC20 tokens into smart contracts as well, increasing their use case therefore, and their adoption most likely. And the space is only going to get more parabolic. All this sort of stuff that's coming is going to make Casper just shine. Make it shine. The amount of money coming to the space could be huge, and the economic opportunities are going to be bigger as well. Give me 10k Casper. No. Go buy Casper like everyone else. Yeah, I mean, yeah, go buy Casper. If you like Casper, then by all means go and invest in it. I'm not telling you to, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you like the project, then, you know, do your own research and trade on discretion. I would just say KRC20's failures as Casper's failures. The only one for Casper that I know of are the missing blocks, including the Genesis block. Yeah, no, I do agree with that, but I mean, that's what Shy addressed at the very beginning, which they already fixed anyways. They have in the first 2 weeks, and they told them to stop. They fixed it, and you know they had an issue. They already fixed it. Is what it is. I understand the sense behind that, especially because actually KRC20 was not the Casper's developers' idea. That was what the KEF wanted to do. Michael Sutton and Shy and Tom Polinsky were caught off guard by KRC20, and the first launch was bad. That's why they chipped in on the relaunch, because they realised, okay, well, it's becoming an inherent part of Casper now. The people are very bullish about it, so we've got to actually do something about it as well. Yeah, otherwise it didn't run like a well-oiled machine. I wouldn't say 2024 was good or bad for Casper, just sideways. I mean, I would say 2024 was big for Casper. Price action wise, probably not. Yes, it was sideways. It's not big or sideways is not bad or good, but when everything else was pumping, you want Casper to do the same, right? People are going to say 2024 was bad for Casper because the price went sideways and everything else was pumping. But I think it was big and good for Casper because 2024, despite no price action, it had a lot of developments, very big developments as well. Happy New Year, big up at the stream. 220 million, you know it. Next top 25 cents, I hope so, Johnny Takados, I really, really do. Just falling up for the takeoff 100%. Give the stream a like, guys. Yeah, Crazy World says here, if you enjoy these streams, we'll be doing these daily. I think for almost 160 days in a row. Every day, not missed one day yet. Of course, there'll probably be times to happen in the future, but right now, holding strong. We'll continue going every single day. Enjoy the streams, leave a like. Share and subscribe for more. If you want to know about crypto and other markets, go check out the free Discord server. Again, link on my homepage, description, also in the chat. And if you want to learn how to actually make more money through, trading and other means of providing a lot more information, in detailed information as well, then go check out the what page again. Also, links are here. And everything's about to wrap up. With all the amount of money about to flood to crypto, everything, not just the free Discord server, not just Casper, but also in particular also there's the WAP. Will also start ramping up more and more. Every day there's always new info on Casper. Will you ever have a boring stream? You know what I mean, man? You know what it is, Nate Hart. There are some times where there isn't any information on Casper. There'll be, if you really, really pay attention, there'll be, I think there's been maybe 3 or 4 streams. I mean, considering I've done 160 almost, that's quite impressive to only have 4 streams I've had no information. But out of the 160 streams, 4 haven't had any. And those ones that had no information, I end up doing a sort of a recap stream. Like, obviously today's stream, new information wise, is about this marathon thing. And I spin a whole narrative about marathon, about what's doing with Casper and that sort of stuff. The next report coming out in the 26th of February this year, which will hopefully see more Casper and Bitcoin added to their portfolio. About this post with Michael Sutton that happened yesterday. Naturally been added as well. I've become quite good at making a narrative, or at least making a story, which is effectively what I am. I'm a content creator, but also try to make a story so you can follow along step by step on my thought process and what's happening, and then hopefully help make your own decisions and do your own research and to help you make your own investment decisions as well. So of course I'm not financial advisor, I'm not telling you what to do, but yeah, I have done quite well always making content on this channel, which I'm happy about. But if you ever see a stream that's seems a little bit repetitive, then know that's because I'm running out of content that day. But otherwise, yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, my man. And yeah, the Toggle also says, yeah, smash the like button, guys. You know it. Giving this guy against that 100%. That guy he's been needed to go for years ago. It's about time it's finally going as well. Any new updates on Sparkle? Summertime launch? Nothing yet, and I'm not too surprised about it. It's very, it's still very early stage right now. I don't think we'll get any updates until probably later on this quarter, if not even maybe in Q2. The last time we got an update about it that I was aware of was, again, it's linked in my Discord server in the Useful Websites channel. It was a post, research post from Somplinsky himself, this one here. That's the last significant update I saw regarding it, where he was talking about atomic possibility and other considerations for L1 and L2 support, ultimately just talking about the significance of what Casper's trying to do with their version of smart contracts. with atomic composability as opposed to, you know, the general L2 operators that they tend to use, other chains tend to utilize. You'll see a lot more coming very, very soon, but it's a lot of intricate stuff that is well over my head. Best I could do is find out what they're talking about, when it happens, and learn more. And actually, speaking of which, there is a possibility. I think it's probably a good chance that we could find out a lot more. I haven't actually checked. It was bad on me. I apologize, but actually, Casper did announce relatively recently that they are making their private developer talks read only but public, so everyone can follow along with it effectively. Where's the post? No, not that one. Here. This post right here. Where they announced that they are, you know, they are allowing people to basically see the Telegram, what's being discussed. Now, again, it's open to the public, so actually, you know what, I can show this. I don't know why I'm, just in case. Again, I'm always a bit skeptical about what I can and cannot show on stream, because there's always a possibility that, you know, it could be an accident or something like that. But you can see here, you know, this is their Casper Core R&D public, which has over 1,000 members already. You have the VSPCC version 2, 10 bps, Crescendo hard fork, the general chat, the KIP, 10 opcodes, which is the step towards opcodes being smart contracts. Crescendo, mining to additive addresses, Rusty Casper, testnet 11 integration. So right now, it seems to be mainly focusing, at least according to their Telegram page, it's mainly focusing on the likes of Rusty Casper, which is expected. Again, they're, you know, 2.5 or, you know, give or take 2 months away from the deadline, or 3 months, I guess. So they're focusing more so on that to get it out there. You'll probably then start seeing right now you'll see crypto aspects of the main focusing on smart contracts. And when you see RK done, you'll probably see a massive shift in this Telegram to everyone else. Okay, now we're looking at smart contracts full blown on it, just taking over what aspects already been doing. But I'm sure there'll be a lot more to see here as well in regards to this stuff as well. Again, there's not much here we can see here. Just talking about KRP10 was implemented on RK and I think in testnet 11. You know, on the GitHub here. So nothing really much here so far about opcodes per se. So I'm sure we'll hear a lot more in the future though. I'm hoping we do, because that's very, very big news. And Bufflick, always yes, Bufflick as well. Thank you very much everyone, reminding me again to leave a like on the stream, share your friends and subscribe for more. The only meme I still have is Hoppy. It's slowly rising. OKX listing on 7 apparently. I have been hearing, especially in my community, a lot of people talking about Hoppy, equally a bit of Turbo, but mainly Hoppy right now, weirdly. And yeah, Hoppy right now is doing well, up 27% on the daily. Memes are very volatile, not to be too surprised, especially if OKX is coming out. The FOMO for that's doing very, very well. Hoppy is, you know, after reaching this low point here over 3, give or take, what market cap wise, it was what? About 35 million market cap. It's now rallied up quite a bit in the past few days. And it's a good chance it goes higher. Again, Hoppy is a relatively big meme, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Obviously, I don't hold my Hoppy, but I do plan to be talking more and more about probably social on stream, but especially more so in the executive page and the what page in that section of the community, talking more and more about other alternative projects, whether it be memes, whether it be AI, whether it be, you know, gem picks, talking other ways to actually make money and hopefully increase of course not financial advice, but hopefully increase you know, the capital. It took Cardano 4 years to enable smart contracts. Casper should have them in under 4 years with a fraction of the resources of manpower that the Cardano found out. I mean, yeah, again, that is another crucial element. Cardano, in its first cycle, or its first significant cycle, because technically it had its first cycle back in 2018. But you can see Cardano did have a cycle back here, but it didn't have in this cycle here. It didn't have smart contracts. At least to my knowledge, it didn't have smart contracts here. It's got smart contracts now, but it had smart contracts then. And it had a massive, massive team behind it. Of course, smart contracts weren't as developed back then, or they weren't as you know, I guess well known. I don't know about terminology, but obviously it's been out, it's more, you know, adopted now of projects. But Casper, with a smaller team, with a proof of work, So they're actually achieving something different. Smart contract not going to be an L2 operator like everything else has done. It's going to be on an L1.5, a layer 1.5, so it's actually different. That's something very, very new. That's why they're taking so long to do it. And that will be coming out in this cycle. Late, potentially. Maybe the cycle just ends. Again, we'll have to wait and see. But it's coming out, and that will be a testament to Casper and their innovation. That's why I believe that the INTBA may vote Casper as the most exciting DeFi project. Because again, what they're bringing out this cycle is truly for the history books. Last 3 good 30-minute candles, people's testing at 13.2 cents. Yes, we can see right now on the daily. I'm not looking at 30-minute candle. But, I mean, we can look at the 30-minute candle real quick anyways. See right now it is testing. It has done it for a bit. It's been testing the current zone. A 30-minute candle right here. We can see it was testing that level. Oh, around here. So there seems to be a level. Again, for me, if Casper can break above this level here, this level of support here, that'll be the indicator to see Casper start to make the push towards 14, 15 cents. But again, you know, time will tell. I think Casper is going to do that, you know, in due time. Maybe not today, but right now, the fact that it's here is a good sign. The fact that it's still, for the last 2 weeks, been holding above 11 cents region here is a good sign. And Bitcoin continues to go in the fashion it is. That could also be a sign for crypto and Casper start rallying again as well. Grayscale could announce a investment in Casper. That's also possible as well, 100%. Grayscale did make their quarterly report not that long ago, where they did announce a number of new projects, which Casper was not included, unfortunately. When I find it, Lord of Master clowning me right now. They did announce their quarterly report, which has got Casper in it, but I do believe that what's coming to Casper and crypto as a whole, that Grayscale will in due time. Here it is. They will in due time announce Casper as part of their research updates. Right now, you know, they researched and added the likes of Hype, Ina, Virtual, Dupe, J2O, and Grass. And I'm sure Casper will be there in the future. Not obviously right now, but the next quarterly report, I'm sure it will come out. Maybe that means this quarter will be huge. If you get Marathon adding more, if you get Binance, you get much, much more. You'll probably see Grayscale in the next quarterly report announce Casper. But Casper is definitely a diamond in the rough. Brett will get Coinbase before Casper. Most likely. Honestly, Adam Base, I think it probably will. Because Coinbase right now, and majority of the top exchanges, are hell-bent on memes. Which I get. That's where all the retail money's at right now. And they need to make money, of course. You follow the money. They know retail's all in memes right now. So they're going to be posting these memes. Brett's being one of them. Brett almost like will get Coinbase before the likes of Casper. But I do think Casper will get a Coinbase. Hopefully I think Casper will get Coinbase a cycle. Casper to 13 cents, time to FOMO back in. You know it, Chris. You know it. You know it. 10bps will open up a lot of eyes. Casper will be not only be the fastest proof of work, but also the fastest proof of stake. I'm not sure it'll be the fastest proof of stake, but it definitely will be up there. Definitely be up there. And yes, 10bps will definitely attract a lot of eyes based on, you know, what it does for the project and how many more opportunities it will provide for people. Just the sheer speed of it. So will Casper eventually shut down KRC20 when Sparkle's released? It's a good question. I haven't got a definite answer for you. To my understanding, when I looked at the post, it's not necessarily it'll be shut down, it'll just migrate. So Casper's not going to shut down KRC20. It's just KRC20 tokens will migrate into smart contracts. So they'll still be there. It's just there'll be a smart contract as opposed to just, well, what they are right now. Look, Kiro. Oh, you mean... Wait. I'm not tweaking, right? Kiro is... Yeah, Kiro is chaos. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Pretty sure it is here, right? Yeah, Kiro. Oh, right, Kiro, yeah. Of course, yeah. I completely forgot what Kiro was, but of course I know what Kiro is. It's the project that CG has been shilling. A whole dilemma around CG with Kiro as well. I mean, Kiro, yeah, it's got some good listings, you know. Currently at just short of 3 million market cap. Volume's still there because, of course, the community is there behind it with CG as well. Holders right now, Coin Exchange have the most. Not sure who the other wallet holders are. Could be exchanges without the tags there. But it looks okay. I mean, yeah, look at it with Kiro right now. After having a spike following, I believe that's following CG when he told everyone to get into it and leave the likes of, I think it was he left a load of other projects as well. I can't remember what it was. It went up here, it's come back down to here now. It's holding strong right now. There seems to be a level of support here. I mean, yeah. If see, I don't know exactly what Kilo are making. I haven't looked into Kilo at all, like the project itself. If they're building a lot, then fantastic. If not, then all I can say is I pray for those holding Kilo that CG doesn't end up dumping it. Because right now, all I know about Kilo is that CG is bullish on it. So if CG ends up turning his opinion on it, which he has done already, that might cause negative effects for the project. But again, that's just my own personal belief. I look more into Kilo in my off time to see about it, to see if it's actually anything they're building right now. All I know right now are the projects that I do know are building, like Nacho, Kango, Casper, Goad. I know Casper Ghost are building, I know Brett's building, I know Conan's building. And everyone else here, I haven't looked too much into in comparison. If you get 50 likes, Quick won't give me a penny. Yeah, you know I won't. When Lambo, who knows, Khan? Who knows? I'm hoping we'll see a big move for Casper this month. And then, potentially the God candle, so to speak, in this quarter. Maybe in February time. For such a massive yeah, of course. Yeah, now Bingo Bango and Mr. Monster's just spreading this narrative that I'm rich. I wish I was. I'm not. God, I wish. I know 50 cap is not a lot. It's barely 10 cents. I can't even do the maths right now. No. Wait, no. Let's actually do the math. It's 25. Gosh, wow. No, I'm really struggling right now. My brain's just turned off. Oh my gosh. It's nothing, right? It's nothing. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm not gonna bother. I can't be asked to figure it out right now. I'm actually, my brain's gone off right now. Been working too much all day. It's currently 9 p.m. when I'm at. I've been working since 8 a.m. and I haven't had a break yet. I haven't had food yet. I know it's bad. But yeah, I mean, I know it's not a lot, but yeah. The stream, he has low/no info. I'm here to offer my service as a court jest. What do you mean, man? Oh, okay. No, okay, I do. I'm saying, you're saying the streams where I do have no information, you joke about. Okay, well, that's good to know. So if I'm providing no information, Mr. Miles will start trolling the chat. Keep that in mind. Good evening, DC. Welcome to stream, my man. I don't think the TBS will be huge. I don't think TBS will be huge on the price action wise. I do agree with that sentiment, but I think it will be another. Similarly to 2024 for Casper, all the developments will be another part of laying the foundation to allow the price to start steadily, or the adoption to start steadily rising, therefore the demand, therefore the price. It will be a critical catalyst for Casper, not necessarily price boom to the moon, but adoption will start to increase, and that will lead to the price eventually rising. Kilo, that's good for Kilo. On Koyakan, that's good. So you see more ways to get hold of Kilo, or look at Kilo. Obviously, I didn't look at Kilo on CMC. That's good for Kilo at least. But yeah, as Miss Moss said also, similarly, I don't think smart contracts will do a lot for price either. The price action for Casper right now with limited institutional adoption will come through exchanges. Binance, Coinbase, OKX, the big ones, Gemini, Robinhood, those ones. That'll be what causes Casper price to start rallying. What smart contracts MPS will do will allow developers to jump on board more so and build on Casper, but also institutional investors. So it's a long-term play, a crucial element by a long-term play. Like when Cardano first, it will do a lot for it in the future. It won't necessarily cause Casper to jump 5x immediately in value, or even 2x. It's not going to just jump straight leaps and bounds following smart contract 10 PPS, but it will lay the foundation to start seeing adoption coming in, more institutional money and trillion or money in general to come in. And remember as well, as Chris Kang announced, which is very important to know, and I highlight all the time, but it's just for those who need to get a better understanding. Chris Kang, the co-founder of Casplex, highlighted in a post a little while back, ultimately the fact that smart contracts like opcodes will be the end game for Casper, simply put because a lot of L2 solutions out there, the likes of Ethereum therefore, they don't want to change or evolve or give up the centralized nature of L2 sequences because they already generate income ranging from hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars a month. Casper with a 10 BPS will be able to handle the scalability that without sacrificing decentralization because it won't need to make an L2 solution for it. As mentioned here. After Casper's crescendo, it will reach 10 bps and eventually need scalability. It won't need what the other projects need. So it'll be quick enough and also therefore remain decentralized. And that is why there's a belief, and I again believe in it, for what Casper's building, and seemingly a lot of people believe in it, that Casper will become the infrastructure for the entire blockchain world, decentralized, scalable enough, and cheap. And quick as well. Mexi's still priced high, I don't know why. I think it's because they've got bots manipulating the price, to be honest, Khan. It's been like this for a very, very long time. It's been like this for it's not been days, it's been weeks. Obviously right now it's a lot higher on Mexi, but it's been weeks like this. Like, Mexi has always seemingly had a higher price. And the problem as well, because Mexi controls the majority of the volume for Casper as well. You know, like, look, it's 13.1 here, everything else is in the 12 still. But because they have the majority, they hold almost 1/3 of the volume for Casper. You know, they just have too much influence right now. It's quite frustrating. But there's nothing you can do about it, really. A lot of technically interesting projects are underperforming so far. The Cycle, Casper, Tau, Cubic, all bad price action. Hopefully, nurse season will be a thing soon. I do agree. I'm not so much sure about Cubic. I'm not looking at Cubic too much, but I do agree that Tau and Casper have been underperforming. Tau, I think, will perform massively with AI starting to rally more and more. There are a lot of AI agents coming out right now. Desync, in fact, I mentioned this. It's a little preview. I did retweet it on my page. Those who did see it, you know, I guess congrats. But I did announce it on my page. I retweeted it on my page, and I retweeted it in the WAP section. You know, those who pay get a bit more insider information. I don't disclose much of the insider in there, but this one here, that Desync, a project that I mentioned ages back ago. Desync is one of the ones that I thought was a very, very good pick. I mentioned it. Can't spell. I mentioned Desync, Dinestra, or Destra even. Right now it's at 43 cents. I mentioned it back here. Or even, yeah, it was back here. I mentioned it back here when it was around 15 cents. And it's now rallying again. And the reason why is because they actually just released, or they're going to be releasing, their AI agent. Right now, AI agent is the meta. That's a very big thing for Desync. Potentially big for this one as well. This might be one that I get into and will announce a bit more so in here. But again, that's information that I provide, and you get a little bit of extra information and alpha, if you will, amongst everything else we provide there in the executive page. Again, if you want to know more, check out our link in the description, chat, and also on my YouTube homepage. Understand Casper 20 projects will migrate over, but the tech that is Casper 20 will no longer be functional. Truth be told, I don't know, Mr. Miles. I don't know. It's something that I will be looking into. As you know, I'll bring it up to my attention. I'll even screenshot the question so I can hopefully figure it out for myself. Ultimately, I might have to ask the developers themselves, see if I can try and send a message to the likes of Michael Sutton or Shy on Twitter and see if they give me a response. I'm hoping we'll find out in due time. Hopefully. What proof of stake would be faster than Casper 10 BPS? Soul, Fire Dancer, or Sui? I think the only one that I think is faster, I think is the, well, actually no, I was going to say XRP and the XRP Ledger, but I think at the 1.5, not 3K, which Casper would technically be. But obviously XRP Ledger could scale higher, but equally Casper could scale higher as well. I just because I don't truly know myself, but just to avoid, potential misinformation, I just say that Casper will typically be one of the fastest. It may actually be the fastest, but it will be the fastest proof of work. It already is the fastest proof of work, but it will be one of the fastest crypto projects in the space, competing with proof of stakes. Yeah, Near's up there as well, Base is up there as well, all that sort of stuff. Again, Mr. Miles with the information where I seem to lack it at times. That's why he's a mod. But 50 Casper's around $600, 10 cents. Oh yeah, again, there you go. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, and I haven't eaten. Near's good, yeah, I think Near's decent as well. I do like Near. I think most proof of stake projects are considered fast enough. Anyway, that's true. But in the longevity of where this market's going, with crypto adoption, with institutional adoption in crypto, with all that sort of stuff, that narrative may change. Because you're going to see all of the world's money flood into crypto. So it's fast enough, but they need better than fast enough. They need, what will scale the world. So that's why what Casper's doing is revolutionary enough to hopefully be that will scale the world. And this is also right. While smart contract may not cause the price of Casper to rally straight away, it will give people a reason to start looking into the likes of Casper because it's such a big deal. I'm sorry, but various posts of Microsoft X is in the Casper blue color, and they're definitely not cryptic clues to kind of interest. I mean, again, as I highlighted, it's not confirmation by any. This post was not confirmation by any means. It was a little bit of light fun, but also speculative that happened conveniently 7 hours before the post of Marathon. Again, I do much more prefer talking facts. This information here that I mentioned earlier in the stream is facts. Marathon's holding a Casper and how big it is and the significance of this is fact. What Casper's building in regards to this is all fact. I prefer this information, but sometimes I also do believe that coincidence can be too convenient, and this could have just been a coincidence, or maybe it was too convenient. I do talk speculation sometimes because it's worth highlighting the possibilities of such. But ultimately, I will disclose that much, which I did disclose that much, and I will also highlight that this information is stuff that I think is more important, ultimately, which is just facts. That Marathon are bullish on Bitcoin, and they equally are bullish on Casper. Now Mr. Mars is trying to ask stupid questions again. I see that. Oh, but he's not. I just saw a tinfoil hat. I apologize. I saw a tinfoil hat. I was like, oh, he's just trying to chat rubbish again. I saw, Bingo Bango asking about catfishes yesterday as well. That still blows my mind. Next, even in the price, so people will arbitrage it. Growing their Casper bags, the method of accumulation will have lesser impact on the market price. Yeah, but you know what is interesting as well, actually? If you look at the addresses right now, this wallet here, Miss Mexi wallet here, was an Aquaman. And just since its Aquaman status, a month or two ago, they've been losing more and more from this wallet, and they've been shifting it elsewhere. But this wallet's now surging higher and higher. So it's interesting. I think they're diversifying their wallets more so. Again, can't say for sure. This wallet here is speculated to be Binance's wallet. Time will tell. But anyways, that being said, Trillions. I believe Trillions is about to flow into the market. Congress right now are reconvening. Big decisions already been made. Very, very bullish. And we're going to soon see Trillion flow into the market with the likes of these massive wealth managers and banks get into this space. Because it's going to be more and more bullish. Casper is going to be more and more bullish. What's coming to Casper is revolutionary. And we'll see them start surging more and more. The opportunities are still here. Casper is still undervalued. If you do your own research, trading discretion, I think Casper's got higher highs in this cycle, most definitely. I think still go a lot higher. If you want to learn more, check out the Discord server. Again, link in the description, homepage, and also in the chat. And if you want to learn actively how to make money and even more information that I provide in the executive page and the what page, again, right here. The link will also be on my YouTube homepage, description, and also in the chat. And equally, in the free Discord server, if you're on the free Discord server and you like what you see and you want to actively learn to make more money through other beans, through trading, through other information and whatnot, to get even more out of the server, then there's also a channel created for the sign up to the what page. I might be making an announcement tomorrow. I aim to make an announcement tomorrow. That might be a good incentive for those to actually get an inkling of what we're providing, but of course, stay tuned for that. But that being said, thank you all once more for watching today's stream. Big news coming all in all. I'm very optimistic about it. If you enjoyed today's stream, leave a like, as always. Share with your friends for more, and I'll be back same time tomorrow. Have a great day, good evening, and good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.